behind flats. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How many of you here tonight, by show of hands, could say that you have a role model? Great. Lots of people have role models in their lives. Your role model may be a professional figure, an athlete, an actor, an author, a high-profile individual. I have some famous role models in my life, but most of the role models I have are my best friends. And all of you also here at Toastmasters tonight, I consider you my role models as well. Another unlikely role model that I have in my life is my cat, Cora. I know that seems really weird. You guys might be thinking, Diana, it's a cat. That's really weird. How can your cat be your role model? Well, those of you who know me already know I'm weird, so you guys already just get that off the table. I'm weird. A role model to me is somebody who gives you positivity in your life, guides you in your life, teaches you stuff about life. Cora does all of those things for me. I'm going to now explain to you the lessons that I learned from Cora. Lesson number 1, forgiveness. When Cora was very small, Jason, my husband, and I decided to have her declawed. We had her declawed much too young. The surgery went well, however, her body rejected the surgery. Her right leg, the tissue on her right leg started to deteriorate and die. Within a week after her surgery, we were right back at the vet's office, having the amputation conversation. Needless to say, we ended up having her leg amputated. It was the best for her. That was a very tough surgery for her, but she recovered remarkably. Looking back, Cora never hated us. She never resented us for making that awful decision for her, meaning the declaw. She actually forgave us over time. My parents made terrible decisions for me in my life, terrible decisions that still impact me to this day. Here's how to look at it. I could either hate them forever or forgive them. As hard as it's been for me, I have chosen to forgive them. What Cora has taught me is that forgiveness really isn't all that hard. You just have to do it. The second lesson that Cora has taught me is dress to impress. For those of you that may not know, Cora is a black and white tuxedo kitty. She is fully equipped with her own painted on, permanent, fuzzy, furry tuxedo. She has nowhere to go, but she looks fabulous all the time. I have to also look fabulous. I have to be ready to go for that unexpected business meeting, the unexpected last-minute client meeting. I also want to be ready to go and look my best for a boyfriend I might run into, or an old friend I haven't seen in a really long time. I also want to look my best for days that I don't feel so good because of my MS, or days that I just have a really bad day, which I've had lots of those lately at work. If I can just put on a cute pair of shoes, spray on some perfume, it does wonders for my self-esteem. I'm sure it may for some of you too, but it really does do a lot for my self-esteem. Cora dresses to impress. I have to dress to impress as well. I'm going to tell you what, she's not going to outlook me any day. I'm going to make sure that I look better than her at all costs. Lesson number 3, be resilient. Cora has no idea that she's disabled. She runs, she jumps, she plays, she climbs all over the place at our house. She actually outruns everybody. She's faster than my dogs. She has no idea, and she doesn't let her disability get her down. I know that life brings a lot of good, but I'm also aware that life brings its equal amount of bad, sometimes maybe even a little bit more bad. I have to be ready to bounce back from the bad and the negative, and be resilient like Cora has been. She has bounced back beautifully from all the trials and tribulations that she's had from both of her surgeries. If I can bounce back as well as she can, I can do wonders. I want to end by saying that I have a lot that I can give to Cora in her life. I give her food, I give her shelter. I give her health care, love, affection, all the things that we all give the pets that we love. She lives a pretty cush life, let me tell you. She's spoiled. But what she gives me is 20-fold more than I could ever give her. She teaches me how to live. She teaches me, a human being, how to live life. She doesn't even know she's doing that either. I know that she's going to have at least one, probably more, but I guarantee one more life lesson tucked away in her little kitty tuxedo jacket of hers that she's going to pull out when she's ready for me to learn it. And she's going to sit back and she's going to watch me and she's going to know when I'm ready for it. She's going to pull it out. I have to be ready with an open mind and an open heart to receive that lesson, because I don't know it all, and I need to learn it all. And I can't wait to see what she has to teach me. Our relationship is still young. It's only 5 years in. And I'm excited to see what else she has to offer me. Thank you. Madam Toastmaster.